Hey guys, it's Amber, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome to my channel and to my after melting thoughts of the Bring Back My Bar fragrances. The Bring Back My Bar, if you don't know, twice a year, Scentsy puts out retired bars that us as consultants and just regular consumers have voted back into the availability of purchasing it. So the month of June and usually the month of January, we get certain retired bars back that we voted back in to buy and try out. And if we love it, purchase more or add them to a Scentsy Club, which Scentsy Club is the best. If you don't know what it is our subscription service, no extra fees, and there's a ton of perks, the best being the always get my bar perk, which is if a bar retires from regular purchase, if it is in your club, Scentsy will continue to make it for you, even if you're the only person in the entire world that has it. It's my absolute favorite thing. But my second absolute favorite thing is Bring Back My Bar. So I've melted all of them and I am ready to give you my thoughts on all of them. And then usually I rank them like from my least favorite to my most favorite. And usually my most favorites are the ones that are going into my Scentsy Club. So let's jump into it. I'm getting the notes out, and I actually did make notes. I didn't make notes of all of them. I kind of slacked after a while, but I figured the more recent scents that I melted will be easier for me to remember than the ones that I first started with. So hopefully I can remember them all. Okay, I'm just gonna grab and then we'll go from there. And then let me get the notes. Okay, so the first one I have here is Summer Rain. Summer Rain is dew sprinkled cyclamen, fresh botanicals, and a pinch of black lava salt conjure the earthy sweet scent of a passing summer storm. So this is a very aquatic-y type scent. A lot of people compare it to Thunderstorm, except like a lighter, milder version of Thunderstorm, which I can see. After melting, I actually prefer Thunderstorm to this one, even with the more heady florals that are in Thunderstorm. This one actually reminds me a lot of Atlantic Air, with the more like lighter, watery florals, like in Atlantic Air. Except I preferred Atlantic Air to Summer Rain. So it is very nice. If you want something that is milder than Thunderstorm, this is a good option for you because it is similar, but I do, like I said, I think it's more similar to Atlantic Air, but I prefer Atlantic Air more than this. So that is Summer Rain. Okay, next up is Forever Yours. And this one is, sorry, I'm getting back to the notes. Okay, I forgot to say, so Summer Rain is about a light medium to medium type fragrance. So not overpowering. It does scent the air nicely. It's more of a background scent. So that's that one. Okay, Forever Yours. The notes of this one are sweet, creamy lemon and enchanting jasmine. A rhapsody of devotion. So on cold, I think I told you guys that it reminded me quite a bit of Southern Evening. After warming, it does as well, but this is more of a like basic, non-complicated version of Southern Evening. Southern Evening has a ton more complex notes to it, my nose, whereas this one is just kind of like jasmine with a citrus. That citrus makes it a brighter note, brighter type fragrance than Southern Evening. Southern Evening doesn't have like any sort of citrus in it. This is the citrus and the jasmine. So a less complex version and slightly brighter than Southern Evening. This one on warming, it was nice. Unfortunately, it was a light scent. It wasn't very strong at all. I could get it like when I walked into like halfway to where my warmer was in the room. And this is, I melted them all in my more open concept living area. That one, so it was a bigger space, obviously. But even like not even in the room I was in, I didn't really get it that much until I got like halfway to my warmer. So I'd probably say it was maybe a 3 out of 10 as far as strength and throw goes. Okay, next one is Simply Irresistible. And actually I'll talk about the other one as well too, and Zeppelin. So on cold, I preferred the smell of the Zeppelin to Simply Irresistible. They're both kind of cologne type fragrances to my nose. And on cold, Zeppelin I liked more. Well, this one surprised me when I warmed it. Let me find the notes real quick. I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting all about that. So what is this? Simply Irresistible. So like I was saying, when I warmed it, it very much surprised me. So this is lavender with a strong woody background of amber, moss, and musk. So usually if you see notes like moss and musk, you know it's going to be more on the masculine cologne type side of it. So this one, let me see if I can find what I said about it, because I know I did right. Okay, so I said it is a cologne scent. It's a bright citrus and green type fragrance. And I actually ended up really enjoying this one, which I was surprised about. It had a good performance. It was like a medium high in regards to the throw, but it wasn't like an overwhelming cologne to my nose. It was a masculine cologne, but not one of those that wants to like kick you out of your house. It was just bright and citrusy green type cologne scent. It reminded me slightly of Route 66 a little bit, but I did like this one more. So that is Simply Irresistible. Okay, and then Zeppelin was the other one. Like I said, I did enjoy this more on cold than I liked it warming. And Zeppelin, the notes for it are, let's see, elegantly balanced citrus and sage soar over sandalwood and vetiver. That's another note. Usually if you see sage, you know it's going to lean towards that cologne most of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time. So to me, it is a very masculine cologne when it's warming. I did get the citrus and the sage the most after it warmed, but it wasn't overpowering. I also did get that like grassy vetiver, kind of a woodsy. This one is more woodsy to me than the Simply Irresistible. Next up is Enchanted Mist, and this one is romantic blend of juicy apples, enhanced and sweetened by rose petals and rich jasmine. So this one was apple heavy. The floral notes in it aren't super strong. I would say probably the jasmine is a little bit more prominent than the rose even. It's a pretty scent. Unfortunately, it was on the lighter side again, but not super light. I would probably say about a 5 out of 10. So not, I guess that's more medium then. It's like a fresh, almost shampoo type of scent. It was nice. So that is Enchanted Mist, just not super strong. Okay, next one we have is Cutie Pie Cupcake, which I have tried in the past. And this one is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, look at my notes if I said anything different. So this one is sweet clementine and yellow cake batter with vanilla and sugary icing. So we have a scent right now in the catalog, Clementine Cupcake. And it is similar to this one, except it's more, you get more cake with that one. And I prefer that one to this one. That one's a little more sophisticated to me, more like a fancy cupcake that you may get like at a, you know, a boutique type of cupcake place. Whereas this one's more of a cupcake that maybe you would buy from a grocery store, if that makes sense. Melting, I did enjoy it more this time. I have melted in the past, and it was like straight up Fruit Loops to me. I still get the Fruit Loops, but it was a little more cake and orange, not just fake Fruit Loops cereal this time around. It was fine, not a favorite, but I did enjoy it more. I know it's a ton of people's favorites, which is awesome. You do you, just not a favorite of mine, but I didn't like dislike it or anything. Like I said, it just smells like Fruit Loops to me. Okay, so that is that one. It's a good performer though, probably around a 7, I would say, as far as performance goes. So it fills the rooms nicely. Okay, this one is Berry of Paradise. Let me find this one. Okay, Berry of Paradise is Scrumptious Sugar Strawberry, Bird of Paradise, and Vanilla Bean. So it reminds me when it was melting, and kind of on cold too, of, if you guys remember, I don't think they sell them anymore, but Lifesaver made these candies called Cream Savers, and they were fruity mixed with like a creamy vanilla. And that's what I get from this. It is like a strawberry cream saver to my nose. I don't get flowers of any kind at all. It is an artificial strawberry hard candy by Cream Saver, hard candy vanilla candy. So very artificial strawberry, not any sort of, if you're looking for an authentic type of strawberry scent, you're not going to find it with this one. It's a strong one. It was like an 8, even maybe pushing to a 9 for me. It was a very good performer. If you like those super artificial candy-like strawberry scents, I think you would really like this one. I enjoyed it, but I don't think I would get another one. I don't know. We'll see. They're still doing that awesome deal right now. 12 Bring Back My Bar bars for only 50 bucks. So you save $22. I'll leave my website down in the description for you. It is an amazing deal. And you can do like all the same type of bars. It doesn't have to be like a variety. You can do like, let's say you want all Cutie Pie Cupcake or half Cutie Pie Cupcake, half Berry of Paradise. You can do that as well. So it's a great, great deal. Like I said, you save $22. Okay, next one is Blonde Wood and Moonflower. Let me get the notes for you on this one. So Blonde Wood and Moonflower is pale warm wood and amber enveloped demure moonflower, delicate white roses and upturned lilies in a modern magical fragrance. Okay, so this to me is a musky, perfumey type floral, very powdery, kind of an more mature type of perfume, or a perfume that you would put on like in the cooler months. Another one that I'm going to talk about in a minute is, to me, more of like a spring summer type of perfumey floral, whereas this is more of a like a fall winter type of perfumey floral. Let's see, what else did I say? Okay, yeah, that's right. So when it was melting, I got It's gonna sound weird, but this is what it smelled like to me. I was like, this smells so familiar to me, and not like as a perfume smell. And then it dawned on me, it smells like the original chapstick scent to me when it's warming. I don't know if anyone else gets that. Let me know in the comments if you do, but that's what I get when it melts, is it almost has a chapstick, original scented chapstick vibe to my nose. It's so weird. And unfortunately, I do think there's ginger in this because I started to have a reaction as it melted. I'm allergic to ginger, so I think there's ginger in this as well. So not one I would buy again. Sorry, guys. But if you like those perfumey, powdery, kind of fall perfume florals, this would be a good one. It was a nice performer, probably 6 or 7. Sorry about that, guys. You know when you get that like dry tickle in your throat and it just tickles and you start coughing and you just won't stop coughing because of that stupid tickle? That's what happened. I'm getting over COVID again. Thankfully, it's been mild this time around and it hasn't affected my nose, thank goodness. So I'm dealing with a little bit of that still. So let's move on. Okay, Buckleberry. Buckleberry is a bite of summer's bounty, bursting fresh berries atop a buttery blanket of crumbly coffee cake. Melting, I was hoping that that coffee cake note would come out. It doesn't. It's like a spiced berry scent. Definitely not a summer berry. If anything, the end of summer into fall type of berries is what it is. If you like that spicy fall berry scent, this is a good one. I kind of get like a touch of vanilla maybe, but no cake note at all, honestly. But this is one you could obviously melt with another scent to amp up that type of note. You know, it would be really good with almond croissant. I think that would be a really good mixture with this one. But I was just a little disappointed because I was expecting a cake type note and there wasn't really anything. The performance on this was really good though, at about a 7 to an 8 for me. So that is Buckleberry. Oh, let me see if I wrote anything else. Yes. Yep. Oh, and there's some, I don't know. I know other people have talked about it too, but there is some kind of odd note to me when I melt it, and I don't know what it is. I know there are a lot of people that don't get it either, but have heard of others that do get some kind of weird note. And maybe it's one of the berries that's in it. Maybe there's currant in it, because sometimes to me, currant can be a little off-putting depending on the scent, obviously, because some scents with currant I'm fine with. So maybe there's a currant in there. I don't know. Okay, next up is Pineapple Coconut Vanilla. And this one is available in the body care. And in the body care, I'm not really a fan of it, but this is the first time that I have melted it. The notes are coconut, pineapple blush, and blue fig. Now on cold and in the body care, all I really get is the fig. But when I melted this one, let me see, did I write down the notes? Sorry guys, I should have just written all the notes down, but then being sick and getting sidetracked and everything else, busy life stuff, I didn't. So I didn't. So melting it, I actually was pleasantly surprised with it. The other notes came out. I couldn't say that it was definitely like pineapple and coconut that I was smelling, but the fig was toned down. with the wax. And I actually kind of enjoyed it. So I was pleasantly surprised with this one. So that is pineapple, coconut, vanilla. The throw on it was probably a 6 to 7. Okay, next up is Blackberry Orange Marmalade. And this one is, let's see, orange marmalade and blackberry jam over sugar crystals. Now this one is, let's see, I know I wrote this one down, I'm pretty sure, because this was one of the first ones I thought that I melted. Oh my goodness gracious. I guess I didn't. I really was slacking. Okay, well this one, if you like black raspberry vanilla, I think this is very similar to that. Melting, it was a blackberry rather than like a black raspberry, but it had the same sort of vibe to it. And then you just add in that kind of citrus quality to it as well. It was a nice scent. Throw was a 7-ish, but along the same lines as blackberry or black raspberry vanilla. Not really any sort of like vanilla in this one though, but very nice berry orangey combination. Okay, the controversial scent of this round, Very Perry Pumpkin. So this one, let me get the notes for you guys. I know this is the one everyone wants to hear everyone's thoughts on, because it's definitely not what anyone was really expecting. And I know so many people had high hopes for this one. Those that do love it, good on you. I think that's awesome. And I think it's awesome that it came back. It's one of Lisa Roberry, which most people know. I love her and watch her videos all the time. This is one of her all-time favorite scents, and she was hoping it would come back so she could add it to her club. And so I was very happy for her that it came back. And I had high hopes for it. So let me read the notes. Sweet nashi pear, freshly picked pumpkin, tart green apple, and toasted spices. Okay, when you smell it on cold, that's not what I get at all. But I was still like, I'm still gonna give it a chance, because the same thing kind of happened to me with pumpkin marshmallow, where I smelled it on cold and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is just like straight up sweetened condensed milk and canned pumpkin all mixed together. I mean, it was super like authentic. So I kind of get the same vibes from this one on cold. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try and I'm going to warm it. And hopefully it'll change, because I ended up loving pumpkin marshmallow. Well, I can tell you when it's melting, I still am not a fan of it at all. So it's like a pumpkin that you brought in from the pumpkin patch that has been sitting there too long though. And you've cut it open, and that's the smell you smell. Mixed with some weird, like extra sweetness, like a rotting fruit sweetness. Or it also kind of reminded me when it was melting of like cooked carrots almost. You know how carrots are sweet, but at the same time they have that kind of bitter quality still to them? That's kind of what I got from this. I know other people have compared it to baby food, and I do see where they're coming from. In regards to the baby food, it is kind of like a mixture of like pureed root vegetables that you would feed a baby, but kind of overripe at the same time, kind of almost like rotting. So I still have 3 cubes left. I'm going to melt them. I think I'm going to maybe add, someone suggested maybe adding oats and honey, which I do have. I think I'm going to try that. Mix those two together and see if I can tell. I hate ruining my oats and honey, which I love. I love oats and honey. I just hope it doesn't make me not like oats and honey. So I was not a fan of this. Tiny bit better melting, but not enough to be like, oh, that's wonderful or anything like that. So that is very Perry Pumpkin. For those of you that love it, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you can add it to Club or stock up on it, but it's not a scent that's for me. I can tell you that. Okay. Next up is My Only Sunshine. This one is, let's see, Golden Tuberose and Jasmine, balanced by Sandalwood, Vanilla, and Glowing Amber. I think I have notes on this one. Do I? Nope, I really slacked. Okay. This one is really pretty. It is a perfumey type of sweet floral. It is like a fall floral to me. It's really pretty. I ended up putting this in my club. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay there because performance-wise, it's not the strongest. It's probably about a 5 to 6. But I think my next bar I get, I'm gonna melt here in my room, and hopefully I can enjoy it more that way. But I do get sandalwood. I do get a perfumey floral, like I said, that jasmine, and then a creamy sweet vanilla. Tuberose, I'm not sure. I don't know what tuberose smells like. But it's a musky sweet, like I said, kind of fall type floral. It is really pretty. So honestly, I would love like body care in this. This is really pretty. So that's My Only Sunshine. Okay, next up, Cotton Candy Cookie. I have melted this before in the past. It came out in the Easter collection, like 2 Easters ago, I think it was. So I got it then. I think I've had it in a Bring Back My Bar before as well. This is Cotton Candy and Cookies with sugared raspberries. It's really nice. If you love gourmand scents, if you love cotton candy scents, and it is a perfect melding of cotton candy, like a raspberry berry type of cotton candy and sugar cookie. It's really good. It's a really nice scent. I'm considering putting this in my club, but I don't know. I like it a lot, but I don't think to the point where I want to club it. It's a nice performer for me at a 7. It is a yummy scent. So if you like those gourmand, if you like those sugary sweet type fragrances, give this one a try. So that's Cotton Candy Cookie. Next up, Caramel Vanilla Delight. Let me find that one. This one is vanilla ice cream, liquid caramel, and a splash of white rum. This is a really yummy scent, you guys. This is really yummy. If you love vanilla scents, the caramel isn't overwhelming. It's more of like a, like that Hershey's caramel, the thin caramel syrup. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. With that creamy vanilla ice cream. I love vanilla waves. I do feel it's similar to that, but without that salty note that you get in vanilla waves. And this one feels more gourmand to me than vanilla waves does. So that's Caramel Vanilla Delight. Good performer at a, I would say like an 8. It was a good performer for me. So that's that one. Next up is Love and Happiness. This one is, let's see, glazed chestnut, vanilla, and sugarcane. Now, from the note description, it sounds like it should be like a gourmand scent. It's not a gourmand scent. It's a sweet scent. It's like sugar in that it's sweet, but it's more of like a body care type sweet, if that makes sense. But you do get like a nutty quality, but it's like a cozy, it's like cozy and sweet. It's one of those scents that I feel isn't going to offend anyone. So if you have like company coming over and you melt this, it's not going to offend anyone. It just gives a nice, pleasant background, cozy type of quality to your home. It's so, so good. I love it. I loved it melting. It was a great performer for me when it melted at a 7. So that's love and happiness. Okay, next up is French toast. And this one is, let's see. Okay, French toast is a perfect light slice of bread dunked in golden egg batter, dusted with powdered sugar and finished with a swirl of sweet maple. Now this is one of the ones that changed for me. I loved it, smelling it on cold. Unfortunately, warming, I didn't like it as much. I didn't hate it. There's some weird spice to this. I smell like cinnamon, obviously, but it's almost kind of savory to me when it's melting. And I wasn't a fan of that. Let me see if I wrote anything about that one. I did. I said pretty authentic, but I liked it better on cold. That's what it was. It's cinnamon, it's spice heavy, and there's almost like a burnt quality to it when it melts. So it almost comes across as savory a little bit to me. The throw on it's really good though, at an 8. So if that doesn't come across that way to you, and you just get the French toast, first of all, I envy you. Second of all, give this one a try. It is a pretty authentic scent. So that's French toast. Another fun one. This is root beer float. Let's see what the actual notes are for this one. This one is concoction of old-fashioned root beer and creamy vanilla ice cream. You talk about authentic, you guys. This is a very authentic one. I think I wrote yes. Yep, authentic. So when it's melting, it is stronger on the root beer than it is on the vanilla ice cream, but it's still really, really good. This is a fun scent. This isn't a scent I would want to melt like all the time, but I rarely melt a scent all the time anyway. I'm always changing my scents out. But I think this is a really good summery, fun fragrance. And I ended up melting this twice. The second go around, I melted it with vanilla waves, and that amped up that vanilla ice cream note in it, and it was awesome. It was so good. I highly recommend that mix. If you're not getting enough vanilla in the root beer float to satisfy you, give that a try. So I will probably pick this scent up, at least one more bar, and that is root beer float, which I just dropped. Okay, next up is Flower Child. So this one, oh, let me get the notes. I almost forgot. Let's see, Flower Child. Where are you, Flower Child? Okay, there's Flower Child. So this is sweet red berries layered over wild gardenia and sandalwood. Now this is the one I was talking about when I was talking about blonde wood and moonflower. That's kind of like a spring summery perfume to me. I know people said it smells like Viva La Juicy, which I've never smelled that, so I don't know. But it's super, super pretty. Let me see. So it is a sweet perfume. Let's see what I wrote. Let's see, sweet perfume floral. Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, this one is light, not as light as Forever Yours to me. Probably around a 4, 3.5 to 4, but it is light, and I'm sad because it is a really, really, really pretty scent. That was an open concept though, so I may try it here in my bedroom, get one more and try it here and see if it'll be okay. Because it is a really pretty scent. So that is Flower Child. Okay, next up is Inner Peace. And Inner Peace is, let's see. Inner Peace is earthy wood notes with the unmistakable scent of lemon grows and rejuvenating cypress, which I'm pretty sure I didn't write this one down. So this one is like a lemony spa scent. It's similar, so think if you like coconut lemongrass, I think you'll really like this. If you're into more of that cleaner type lemon, it reminded me actually a little bit of like a citronella candle when it melted. Maybe because of the infusion of the lemon and the cypress together or something. You get more of a, like a citronella lemon cleaner type of fragrance. But very, like it says, rejuvenating. It's spa-like, very green, clean type scent. So that is Inner Peace. The throw was probably about a 6.5 for me. Okay, next up is Love You Very Much. And this one is, let's see, a fragrance to crush on, bursting red berries, dreamy white peach, and tart cranberry, finished with a splash of vanilla. This is a mixed berry scent. I do get the peach. I would say the strongest note is that cranberry. It is a cranberry forward mixed berry scent with a tiny bit of peach. His tart, not overly tart though. It's a nice scent. It's just kind of just a mixed berry type scent. We have a lot of mixed berry scents, so I don't feel like this is one I need to club. But if you're looking for something that's mixed berry that is more cranberry forward, this is a nice one, especially going into fall and winter. It's a good one to pick up. So that's Love You Very Much. Next is Lemon Coconut Chiffon. This one is melt in your mouth lemon custard layered with butter cake and sprinkled with toasted coconut. I'm pretty sure I did write this one down. Yes. Okay. When I first put it into melt, the most prominent note for me was, it wasn't really coconut though, but there was a really strong like toasty scent to my nose. That was like, and it was kind of off-putting to me, just how toasted the scent was. It was like almost like not a burnt cake, but where you get it like it's been in the oven a little longer than you should have left it there, but not to where it's burnt. Kind of toasted quality. So you do get that cakey note, really toasty, and then the lemon. After a few hours, that toasted quality did die down, and I enjoyed the scent then. I thought it was really good once that toastiness went away, or at least went more to the background than when you first smelt it. So I did really like it after those first few hours. Let me see. Yeah, it was a good performance though. about, I would say like 7.5 to 8 it was for me. I just don't know. I might get another one just because I did really enjoy it after those first few hours, but I just don't know if it's enough for me to get another bar. I know I won't add it to my club, but I may get one more bar. I think maybe if I added like Squeeze the Day to it, amp up the lemon, that would help with that toasted note that's off-putting to my nose. And I've heard from other people and from my own kids who didn't really smell the toasty quality that I did, or it was very mild for them, but for some reason to my nose, that was like, woo! Wanted to knock me over with that toastiness. But like I said, after the first few hours, it was good, and I did really enjoy it. Tell me in the comments if you really got that toasted coconut note when you melted it, if you've melted this one. I know, like I said, I know a lot of people love this one, and so I may pick up one more bar just to try it again. Maybe it was just one that was just like super amped up on the coconut for me. And I like coconut scents. It was just toasty. It wasn't like coconut. It was just a toasty scent. Like I said, it cooked a little too long pound cake. So, okay, blueberry pancakes. We're almost to the end, you guys. Blueberry pancakes is blueberry and butter layered with light maple make the mood. This was really nice when it was melting. I liked it on cold too. And it is like a pancake with blueberries. And it's like blueberries that have warmed to the point where they just burst. And then you do get like a buttery quality, and then the maple is overwhelming. I know that's another note like caramel, to where it can be very like, that's all you smell is maple. I don't with this one. It's super cozy, super yummy. I did really like this one. The throw is about an 8. Let's see if that's what I put. If I even wrote it down. Which I didn't. I didn't write it down. I saw you guys. It was a good performer, I remember. Maybe more along the lines of a 7. So, blueberry pancakes. Okay, I have 2 left. Let's see. Coconut Vanilla Orchid. This one is... Okay, this is Alluring Orange Zest, Coconut Milk, and Silky Vanilla Orchid. So this is one compared to the Pineapple Coconut Vanilla. I liked this one when I smelled it on cold compared to that one. But that one, as I said before, and this one, they kind of switched places. When this melted, I didn't really like it. It was a lot more powdery, that orchid note in it. And I don't know, I just wasn't a fan of this one. It was on the lighter side though. I would probably say around a 4 to 5. So, which again, I don't mind because I wasn't really a fan of it. So that is Coconut Vanilla Orchid. Okay, and last but not least is Bamboo Yuzu. And let me find this one. Okay, so Bamboo Yuzu is dewy bamboo, tranquil lotus flower, and fresh yuzu with hints of sage. This was nice when it melted. It's like all those other like green, fresh type fragrances, except with an added yuzu citrus note. So if you like sea salt and avocado, if you like prickly pear and agave, if you like white tea and cactus, it's along those lines. Green, fresh type fragrance. I liked it better on cold. This is another one I like better on cold than warming. I thought the citrus, I wish the yuzu note was a little bit stronger, I think is what it was when it was warming. It wasn't as strong for me as I'd hoped, because I don't dislike those green fragrances, but I like mine a little sweeter, and this one wasn't as sweet to me, if that makes sense. But the notes in it are accurate, I think. I do get like a bamboo quality and like a watery flower, and that, like I said, that yuzu. I just wish the yuzu was a little bit stronger, but very nice. It had a nice like throw at about a 7 for me. It was nice. Okay, so that's it. Okay, now it's time to rank the fragrances. Okay, least to most favorite. Let us decide. Let us decide on what is what. Let me get them all out so I can figure it out. Okay, yes, we'll do that one, and then we'll do this one. Okay, so bottom of the barrel, no one should be surprised. Very Perry Pumpkin. I did not like that one, period. That's the only one I could say really that I disliked. But I will finish it because I don't want things to go to waste, so it's not to the point where I was just like, get rid of it type of thing, but it's still, it's not good. But I'm going to try and mix it. Okay, next, I would probably say, actually, I'd probably say this one's next. Zeppelin's probably next. When it was melting, I just didn't like it. Just too much of a cologne type fragrance for me. And then I would probably say Inner Peace, too citronella heavy to my nose. And then I'd probably say Blonde Wood and Moonflower, just because, like I said, it just smelled kind of like chapstick to me, except it also gave me a reaction because I think there's ginger in it, which I'm allergic to. So that would probably be next, but I did enjoy the fragrance, even if it smelled like chapstick, than those other 3. Okay, then I would probably go with Coconut Vanilla Orchid. It was just disappointing for me, strength-wise, and just the scent too powdery. That orchid was too powdery. It reminds me, I don't like violet in home fragrance usually, and orchid can be along the same lines, that powdery kind of sharp type floral, not as sharp usually as violet, but that one, it just came across too much for me. Okay, then I'd probably say Summer Rain. It's just a nice aquatic scent, but I prefer Atlantic Air to this one. And if you're comparing it to Thunderstorm, I actually like Thunderstorm better than this one too. Okay, next up, I would probably say is, yeah, Pineapple Coconut Vanilla. I liked it better than the Body Care and better than when I smelled it on cold, but still not a favorite. That fig is just, I don't know. That's all I kind of smell, but I still got other notes, at least with the wax bar. Okay, next up is, well, I don't know. These are kind of tied. No, I'd probably do this. No, I'd probably do this. Okay, Forever Yours. The smell was nice, like a basic version of Southern Evening. Unfortunately, it was very light. So Forever Yours would be next, then followed by Simply Irresistible. This was a pleasant surprise. I did actually really enjoy it compared to what I thought I would on cold, but it is a cologne type scent, and I'm just not super into cologne-y type fragrances. Okay, next up, yeah, I'd probably do, well, yeah, Bamboo Yuzu, just because it's a little too green and I was hoping for a little more citrus. Then I would probably, these are kind of tied. I can't decide which one I liked less. So Buckleberry and French toast. French toast just kind of had a burnt quality, kind of almost savory when it was melting, that I was sad about because it smells really good on cold for me, but for me when it's melting, not a fan. And then Buckleberry just kind of has some weird note, and it doesn't have that cake in it like I was hoping. So Buckleberry. Okay, next up, I would say probably Love You Very Much. It's just kind of a basic berry scent that's cranberry forward. Nothing that really makes it stand out to me anyway, so that would be next. And then I'd probably do Cutie Pie Cupcake. I know so many love this. And again, I'm sorry, I still pretty much only get Fruit Loops, but I did enjoy the Fruit Loops more this time than I have in the past. So that's Cutie Pie Cupcake. That would be next. Then I would probably go with, let's see, I would go with Enchanted Mist. This is a nice scent, but again, lighter. The apple is more of on the fake side of apple. It's kind of like a, like I said, like a shampoo type fragrance, but it's on the lighter side, unfortunately. So Enchanted Mist. Then I'd probably say, no. I'd probably go with, yeah, we'll do this. Blackberry Orange Marmalade, very similar to Black Raspberry Vanilla. If I had to choose between the two, I would probably choose Black Raspberry Vanilla though. But it's a nice blackberry orange mixture. Then I would go with Lemon Coconut Chiffon, just because of that toasty note. But it is a good, once I get past the toasted note, it is a really nice lemon cake gourmand fragrance. So I do think I'll get another bar and give that one a try. Okay, next I would go with, scent appeal wise, I would probably go with Berry of Paradise next. Very good performer, but very candied strawberry, like a Lifesaver Cream Saver, strawberry cream saver. Then I would go with Flower Child. This is a really pretty, perfumey, sweet floral, but it's light. So, but I may give it a try here in my bedroom, and then hopefully it would be better. Okay, then I will have to go with, yeah, My Only Sunshine. This is really pretty too. A nice like fall floral with a little bit of woodsiness, perfumey, sweet. Again, unfortunately, it is lighter. So otherwise it'd probably be higher. I still think I'm gonna get at least one bar and melt it here to try it. And it is in my club. Okay, next up, I will have to go with Cotton Candy Cookie. This is a perfect balance of like a berry cotton candy and sugar cookie. It is a really, really nice scent. I know so many people love that one. It is really good. It's just probably not to where I feel like I absolutely need a bunch of it or put it in my club type of thing. Root Beer Float would be next. This is just a fun scent, you guys, but if you don't like root beer, you won't like this one. And this was really good mixed with Vanilla Waves to get more of that ice cream quality. You do get it when it's warming without mixing, but if you want more, mix it with Vanilla Waves. Okay, next up, ooh, I already know what my top one is. It's just the second and the third one is the, I think I'd have to go with Caramel Vanilla Delight is my third place winner. This is really good. It is just a like vanilla ice cream with caramel drizzled on it. It's really, really yummy and a good performer. Blueberry Pancakes gets my number 2 spot. This one is going in my club. Actually, the top 3 are going in. These 2 probably will only stay in for maybe 1 or 2 club rounds. But the final one is no surprise. This was my favorite on cold too, so I was very happy. It was a good performer for me. Love and Happiness. This is so good. It's just so cozy and welcoming type of sweet scent, a little bit nutty. Sounds like it should be gourmand, but it's not really. Oh, so good. It's just a welcoming, cozy, homey, sweet type fragrance. So this one is definitely staying in my club at least for a while. So there you go, you guys. Thanks for spending some time with me. Sorry again for the coughing issues, but I got through it. Yay. Let me know in the comments which of the Bring Back My bars were standouts for you. I'd love to know after you've melted them which ones are going in your club, which ones you're stocking up on, or even the ones like which ones were like, what in the world were people thinking when they made this bar? Like very Perry Pumpkin. Anyway, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.